All right. Let's see. We should be live. We should be live. Let me see if this got tweeted out. Let me see. Yes, we are. We are live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Barber's Chair Network Third Pick Podcast. Recap of Game 1 of the playoffs, man. Bulls and Bucks. I'm trying to get this fucking box score up here before
Yeah,
we
man.
fucking get it. But as I looked that up, man, the Bulls lose a close one, man. This game, let me see. Let's see if we got the score right here. I'm not. There we go. 93-86. In game 1 of this series, man. It's initial thoughts. We're fresh off, by the way. This game just ended like 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Oh man. I mean, because it's like it's one of those games where they made us like believe that not necessarily made us believe we had a chance, like, oh, we what I mean, whatever. My thing is we had a chance, like a legit chance. Once that lead got up to what they were up 16 or something like that.
They were up 16 in the first
They
quarter.
were 16 points on us. We started to make that run, that we've seen them do time and time again. This time it felt a little different. It felt like they were actually going to like close it because like Kobe, he hits a three. I want to say like the next time down, he comes down and get like the left hand lay, real quick. And I was just like, oh shit, like just that quick. And then, we started doing the shit that I told you we always do this season that I don't like. You start settling for threes when we up 2 or down 2 or down 1 or up 1. We're still pulling up for threes like we're the fucking Golden State Warriors. Like, I don't understand it, bro. We don't need a 3, 7 minutes left in the game. Like, you don't have to settle for a 3, 19 seconds on the shot clock, bro. Like, what are we doing?
It was just nasty basketball, like on both sides. Like the Bucks didn't play well, and I think that's the frustrating part about all this is you caught the champs lacking. And we said this on in our pregame, not pregame, like our preview podcast with the homie Big Dave. It was like the best chance for this team to actually make this series competitive will probably be able to get game 1 or get game 3. But the problem with this is Milwaukee not gonna play this bad again. You can guarantee the Bulls can probably play this bad again.
Oh yeah, you can count on that. Yeah,
This has been the team they've been all fucking second half of the season, pretty
yeah.
much. There was nothing like the offense looked discombobulated. There was, no flow, no fucking rhythm, none of it. It was just irritating to watch. And we're gonna get into DeMar, Zach, and Vooch in a minute. Because even though I was tweeting about DeMar and I called him so he'd be on federal charges, he's not the only one. All our big three stunk the joint up. Stunk it up.
Man, listen, dog. First and foremost, I want to say this to all Bulls fans that's blaming. As y'all can see my Easter sticker I got from baby girl right here, all in the camera and shit.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, happy Easter, man. One thing that I won't do is I won't blame Billy Donovan for this because I think he coached them well enough to win this game. He put them in position several times, whether it was when the Bucks made a run, whether it was when we were coming back. I didn't see him stopping our momentum like he did, in the regular season. I think he understood the severity of the situation. He saw us cooking and was just like, yo, do your thing. So I do want to give a shout out to Billy Donovan because the one thing I asked him to do was coach. And he's doing it. He's doing his job. So, I mean, as long as he's doing his job and it's, anything short of him getting on the fucking court himself and hoisting up shots, he did his thing tonight. So I want to say that right now to all Bulls fans. Like, I'm personally not blaming Billy Donovan for them not being able to coach.
I think blaming this is the thing, but I think Bulls fans got so used to blaming Jim Boylan, Fred Hoiberg that Billy's a good coach, but at the same time, it's the fucking players, bro.
Yeah, they gotta finish.
The players still gotta fucking play. Like I'm pretty sure Billy is telling them the same shit we yelling at the fucking TV. I mean, look in the second half, first possession, they give up an easy layup. He called fucking timeout like
25 seconds into the half.
I just told y'all this shit.
Like if Johnny had 5 apples, nigga, like
if Johnny had 5 apples, like it was just like, what can you put in their head? I get this. This is a young team. It's their first playoff experience, and if this was any other team other than Milwaukee, I'd be like, we could have got them. Game 2, we should be able to get. This is the world champions. You got to get those games where they're coming out rusty.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying?
You absolutely have to.
And when we can sit up here and we can complain about the refs, and there was some questionable calls, but when you're the defending champions, when you're the reigning Finals MVP, person who's won 2 of the last 3 MVPs, you're gonna get those calls.
Yeah.
You're not gonna give Patrick Williams, a second year guy that call over Giannis. It's just not gonna happen, even though it was over and back.
And I knew when I saw it, I was like, I tweeted it out. I said, "Oh, they must be about to give Giannis." This is how they announcing Giannis won the MVP.
Yeah,
Because that was the MVP call right there. That's a call that's like, look, if that was anybody else in the league, young man, we're gonna call it over the back. But that's Giannis. You're in his house. It's game one. It's the playoffs. I'm sorry, bro. We'll come out after the game and say, hey, our bad. That was supposed to be, a foul. But I mean, you're just not gonna get that in real time. And I think we understand that as basketball fans, but I just think we hate to see it as Bulls fans because it's like, it's his 5th foul. That was like a touchy little part of the game where shit was still up in the air and it could have went either way. And that would have been huge, for us.
Adam Silver don't want his best player to be fouled. And by the way, shout out to Teddy Hart in the chat. He said, "Why can't we tip?" I don't know. And this is my first time streaming, so I'm a beginner. I will learn, but we appreciate your support. Anybody else who want to come to chat, just put what you're gonna do. We're gonna rock out for at least about 30-35 minutes. Talk about things. If y'all got any questions, put them in the chat.
Giannis, the one thing I noticed super early about Giannis in this game specifically was that he had one of those like I'm Giannis moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, hold on, nigga, I'm Giannis. Like a lot of times he was, pulling up and doing shit that was, I won't say uncharacteristic. He can do everything. Like there's nothing he can't do really. But he was just like, hold on, like these niggas can't really fuck with me. And it's like, yeah, they can't. He, I think his shot got, I want to say, blocked off the backboard. Nigga caught his own rebound and dunked it down. Like the out of bounds play. They found them. I think Chris Middleton found him under the rim on an out of bounds play. Man, grabbed this shit and just dunked it up. One pump fake, a dunk. Like there's only so much you can do about a guy like that. I like the way we kind of held it down with his supporting cast. Caruso played his ass off tonight on defense.
Caruso,
like,
man,
we saw crazy.
We saw first half Caruso, and I gotta give it to Alex Cruz because we know he's not 100%, and we know Zach's not 100% either. But Caruso was a man possessed in that second half, especially the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter. He was all over the fucking court. He locked fucking Giannis up on one play. And you saw really that championship medal. But I think, we can talk about, everything that's going on. But I think if you're a Bulls fan, you probably kind of having a little deja vu here. You know what I'm saying? Because we had to deal with this shit when LeBron was in the Eastern Conference. It's like, we just can't beat this motherfucker. Now we got Giannis. Now, he's a lot more likable than fraudulent 23 is all I call.
And I wanted to ask you that too. Is Giannis the most likable, like superstar kind of guy other than like Steph? I mean, because Steph, I think Steph is maybe number one. Yeah, Steph got the whole family aspect and all of that plays well, to us. I love Steph, anyway. But I mean, is it just them two? Like, am I missing somebody?
I'm trying to think who else.
I'm trying to really remember.
Those probably like the established stars. We all like the young ones. Like we like, we like Luka and we like motherfucking Anthony Edwards because they're young now. They got that little time where they can get away with it. But about Luka's probably like a year or two away from being like, all right, nigga, when you gonna win a championship? Like we deal with all these others. So Giannis is probably definitely number 2. So it's like that's probably why losing to them is a little easier.
I'm never mad when he doesn't even celebrate like an asshole. Like he was on the ground, he was doing like and I'm like, nah, that's Giannis. Right. The guy tells dad jokes, bro. Like I'm supposed to be mad at him. Like I'm not. I'm maybe as I'm getting older and shit, I don't care about shit like that.
In general, who's unlikable on the Bucks besides Grayson?
I even like Bobby Portis, and he used to.
Well, he's one of our sons. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love to see, and contrary to popular belief amongst like Bulls fans, I don't have any like hate in my heart for like ex-Bulls players. Like they used to play
Bulls
for us,
fans,
bro.
they hate Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, like bro, I don't have any type of hate in my heart for any ex-Bulls players, like at all. To the point where it's like when I see them prospering, I'm like, yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. Like, yeah, good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to put like this is one thing I love about like immediate post game because it's not like a regular pod. Like we have immediate thoughts. I got a little stat for y'all right here, man. Zach and DeMar, our top 2 players, went a combined 12 for fucking 44. Now,
this is nasty.
I don't care if you're playing the Orlando Magic, that's just not gonna work out. Like you got to get better at that, and it's the shot selection. Like you miss shots. The shot selection was egregious. I don't know what the fuck Zach was doing. You get a nice miss on the other end. You bring the ball up. 33 seconds left. You're down 3, and you pull from the fucking logo.
I'll give you an even better stat. Our big three, if you want to call them that, were a combined 4 for 22 from 3-point range. Is that and DeMar didn't hit one. So Vooch and Zach both were 2 for 10. And I don't understand why Vucevic wasn't immediately kicked out of the NBA tonight when he caught his own rebound at the end and didn't put the shit back and he missed it. I couldn't believe it, though. I couldn't believe it. He been scared all night. That was just the first time that he missed that in a moment where we absolutely needed it. But he's been scared to death all night. Like I watched that game start to finish and he was scared out of his mind. And can he jump? I don't know if I ever noticed this before, but I don't think he can jump, bro. On rebounds, on dunks.
You got cement in the shoes.
He can't jump at all, bro. Not that he needs to being so tall, but god damn, he doesn't get any lift. None. Yeah. It's frustrating to watch, bro.
And shout out to Arthur in the chat. He said, I give Zach the slightest passes because it was his first playoff game ever. DeMar, though, holy Moses.
That's fair.
Kevin Bell, DeMar in the playoffs be chilling. This is the thing, man. And I see a lot of Bulls fans like,
shout out to Kev. What up, Kev?
Shout out to Kev. He's people saying we turn on DeMar. This thing about why I think Bulls fans, and really me specifically, are mad at DeMar. Because he's doing this shit every fucking year. He does it every goddamn year. If you look at the fucking field goal, box score of his shot attempts in his game ones, in his whole career, game ones, they look like tour dates. Like it's ridiculous. So there's a history here. Zach, he gets a pass because it's his first playoff game. Vooch, I don't give him a pass either. He's been in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to blame DeMar or whatever. But my thing about DeMar is when you see the mid range is not working, you're the mid range guy. We understand that. Yeah. But when it's not working, bro, stop taking it. You're missing 18 footers, 20 footers. Yeah. Either pass it or get something going to the again. The reason why I was so frustrated watching this game, and I didn't say mad because I'm not mad at this team. I'm frustrated with the way they play. I'm not mad at them because they're on a championship level team. I would be mad if we were, championship or bust like we've been talking about. But I was frustrated with them because they didn't do we talked about this coming to the playoffs. The one thing I didn't want them to do was bring these bad, nasty habits into the playoffs, and it looks like they have. Settling for threes with 18 seconds on the clock, very ungood. When the mid-range shot is not working and you're not going to the rim, but you know that they're going to foul you, but you just keep settling for jumpers, very ungood. When you're a big man, is playing less effectively than guys, way shorter than him. Kobe White played big tonight. Yeah. He played big.
Kobe got us back in the game, in the third quarter.
He definitely did.
Kobe got us back in the game. And it's just there was a lot of the whole game was like a head scratcher. We've seen a lot of Bulls playoff games, but that was the only one with a whole game. I was just like, what the fuck? There was no type of rhythm from either team. Neither team was really rolling. It was just a matter of who's gonna be the person to do some dumb shit last. Yeah, when it comes to that game, it was just ugly basketball. If I wasn't a fan of either team, I would be like, why am I watching this shit? It was real 2003 ass style of basketball.
Yeah, no, this was a Pistons versus Pacers game all the way. The final score was 86-93, bro. We haven't seen scores like that in playoff basketball since fucking 04 or something, bro. So it was a very restorative feeling of Eastern Conference basketball, whatever tonight. Kobe played 23 minutes, 12 points, 4 rebounds. He shot 5 of 10, 2 for 6 from 3. I'm not mad at him for the shit. He's out there. That's what he's supposed to do. And like I told y'all before, this is who Kobe is. This is exactly who Kobe is. 12 points, 4 rebounds, shot 50%. I don't know what else you want this guy to do. Caruso, like I said, he played defense, 33 minutes, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, whatever. He played defense, so, whatever. Vucevic, this is my problem with him because his stat sheet, if you just told somebody his stats, if you told somebody his stats, they would say, he did great, 24-17. This is the most Andre Drummond ass nigga since Andre Drummond. He'll have these numbers. Numbers. And it won't mean anything on the bottom line. Like that 24-17, he was 9 of 27, 2 for 10 from three-point land. At
Yeah.
what point do you stop shooting? You're not a guard, bro. Zach, shoot 23s. Fuck it. You're going for a contract. Do what you got to do. Vooch, you're 9 feet tall. Why are you shooting threes? Why are you shooting 10 threes? The most he should have shot was 4.
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah. It's just, I feel like everybody is to blame on this thing. Like, I don't think there's, one person we can put on the blame in. I think we talk about DeMar the most because of his history and just he was just jacking up so many goddamn shots. How many fucking times did he shoot today? This nigga
clang,
bro, Vooch shot more than him. Vooch shot the ball more than him and then don't feel like it. And like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you're right, Teddy. Vooch was wide fucking open, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Wide ass. I tweeted earlier, like we had like 15, at least 15 to 20 points left on the board from just wide open threes. And you're gonna keep getting those opportunities, by the way, all series, because the Bucks give up the most threes out of any team in the NBA. So you're gonna get those shots. My problem with this is when we look long term with this series, if Bulls even be able to get a game or two, we know Milwaukee's not going to play this bad again. But how are the Bulls going to be able to get some offensive rhythm? You know, it's like we're making, and I love Lonzo, but it's not like we're missing fucking Magic Johnson. Like, offense shouldn't be this out of whack.
Yeah, no, for sure. And to that point about, and Teddy is right. He was wide open. My thing is this, though. We've been talking about Vooch all season and his confidence. When his shot is not falling, he'll check out of the game. So when you keep missing these threes, they're leaving you wide open for a reason.
All right.
Like he was wide open for a reason. Do not take those shots, bro. Like it's like they got the stick in the box and all that, and you going under there and they pull the shit in the cheek.
Yeah.
Like just don't the Peter Griffin trap. Don't fall for that shit, bro. Don't do it. Like that's why every time he got wide open, I damn near looked away from the TV because I was like, he's gonna shoot.
Yeah,
I know he's gonna shoot, and yeah, he should make it. But can you really see a world where Vucevic is hitting like 8 out of 10 and they leaving him? Like, no, they left him open for a reason. They was like, nah, go ahead, take that. If this offense y'all gonna run, take that.
Shout out to Joseph. We said DJJ needs to play over Tristan.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. No more Tristan minutes. Like I'm done.
He's way better on the sideline celebrating. I like him on the sideline celebrating and hyping up the guys and all that. I'm cool.
And one thing I will say that Billy did that really like pissed me off. There was like a couple minute sets where he had Tristan and DJJ out there, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, and you're right, Billy Ice 07. Zoe hits at least 6 of them wide open threes, 100%.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
And I know it's eating Zoe up inside his competitor because he was actually on the sidelines thinking like, oh, I know this offense could look better. I could be hitting some of these shots. But this is just, the hand the Bulls been dealt. And so moving into game 2, what do you think? What things can the Bulls? Because the playoffs all about adjustment. What can the Bulls do to avoid getting blown out? Because we know Bud is going to make adjustments.
Can we borrow players from niggas that's not in the playoffs?
Can we?
Because, my thing about that is like, if you look at that game 1, what we could have done differently was just execute. So when you play a game well enough to win, it's not the blowout losses that like fuck with you. It's the close games where you could have won, because what can you do differently the next game? Just hit those shots. That's really it, because game 2, Milwaukee's not going to come out there and play like that again, like to give up that lead, bro. So if Milwaukee gets a 10-point, 12-point lead, like look, like Kev said, make shots. That's really it. That's all you can say. That's why it's such a fucked up position to be in, because we played well enough to win that game. We really did.
Yeah.
We just couldn't hit shots at the rim too. Fuck the threes. The threes are whatever. That's a low percentage shot anyway.
Smoking shots.
Smoking layups, smoking just like easy, whatever. I don't know. I don't know, dog. Like
that last Vooch possession, like we brought up a couple minutes ago. I mean, he missed the shot, got his over rebound, missed the shit again. Like it's just like, bro.
Teddy said the Bulls should start playing through who's hot, not who's the best player. So if DeMar's low for Kobe is hot, feed Kobe. Listen,
you bring up a good point.
Yes. Listen, that's the thing. Kobe is here to do exactly what he did tonight. My thing about that is like, from a coaching standpoint, going to DeMar, like it doesn't look like a bad idea until he misses. And then he misses and you're like, fuck, man. Like, so it's tough. It's actually tough to coach, star players and like players who's supposed to be like 1A, 1B on the team, because how do you go, you know what I mean? Like, how you go away from them. We can live with, like, oh, Zach missed that three, but the other guys start missing. It's like,
Well, it depends on what three Zach missing. I can't live with him shooting from fucking Lambeau Field with the game on the line.
yeah. Zach
And
was wilding. Zach was
now
wilding
here's a
out.
here's a problem that the Bulls have had all year, and something that was even talked about before the season started. The Zach DeMar dilemma, as I like to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And this was irritating me even before the game started, because you know how they do the matchups, and you have Giannis' face on one end, they had DeMar's face on it. I just, Zach is the best shooter on the best player on this team. Now, I'm not absolving Zach of anything of his play today, because this nigga went 6 for 19, 2 for 10 from 3.
Yeah.
All right. Like, he didn't play fucking good either. So I don't want to sit up here and act like I'm just fucking.
Zach played like that SpongeBob meme, that fish, like, I'm pussy. Like, bro, no, Zach, no. We like you, Zach. We respect you, bro. Like, no, you know. And he like, oh, I'm all right, bet.
Shout out to Pavy. Pavy put in our group chat, like, Thomas was like, Zach an asshole for that shot. Pavy was like, you knew he was pulling up from there. Everybody knew that Zach was going to take one of the most egregious threes ever. So it's like, what can, like, does Zach have to be the one to be more aggressive and just like, I'm taking the ball here? Or does it need to be on Billy to be telling DeMar, yo, we're running through Zach?
Nah, I don't even think that. I think that the players, like, I think they need to decide that with their play. And I think whoever is hot at the moment, you got to concede that, the other guy got to concede that. So if DeMar come out the next game on fire, feed him. We all trying to get to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if DeMar got 40 and you got 20. If we win that game, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Winning cures all. It solves everything every single time. So, kind of back to that same point about feeding who's hot and not who's like the best player. If we start trying to feed people's egos, we going home in 3. Yeah. We going home in 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
And Eric and Teddy, both of y'all got good points. Eric said we can potentially play better than we played tonight, but we know the Bucks will play better, 100%. And then Teddy said it's hard to tell it's a bad shot for DeMar because that's all he shoot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's it's tough to be like when he misses. Like I said, when he misses the shot, it's like, okay, cool, because he's gonna come down and take it again, and you're not gonna tell him not to take it because he has a beautiful jumper. It's like, shoot that. But,
I think, I think the hard part for Bulls fans is, remember how we all said just make it a fight. We got our wish. This was a dog fight. It was an old school Eastern Conference. This reminded me of them early 2000s Pacers, Pistons, Nets type battles where niggas was getting elbows in the face. It's real old school Eastern Conference basketball.
Yeah, Caruso caught a nasty one from Portis. And
Caruso caught one. It was just, we saw a lot of that. My problem is I don't know, at least in Milwaukee. Now, when we get back to the crib, we'll be at home, first playoff game at the UC in 5 years. Energy is going to be up. Maybe we can do that there. But I'm scared of an avalanche for game 2. Like, I'm scared of this team, and they're a young team too, of thinking, oh, we had them right there.
Yeah.
We just play our game. Milwaukee's like, nah, we was tripping. And Giannis said something in this post game that scared the shit out of me. He said, I didn't play well. We didn't play well. We know what we got to do. We know how to change this shit up. They are going to come out like on a run to start that fucking game.
They're measuring themselves against themselves. They're not measuring themselves against like us.
Yeah, this is a warm-up for them.
To the world. Yeah. And that's the other part that's scary as well. Like, to everybody that's watching the game, it's like, oh man, the Bulls, man, oh shit, they played a hell of a game. And it's like, and lost to the champs. Again, like I said, we're not saying like that's it's whatever, right? They lost to Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, fuck it. But it's like you got to know that game too, man. Like, you pulling up for them threes and shit, you're gonna lose by 30 points, bro. Like, they could have easily got their ass up tonight by 20 or more. Yeah, they decided to fight, but
Joseph brings up a good point. He said Caruso had Middleton and Hill. Now, he did have Middleton and Hill, but there's one thing I want to point out: Chris Middleton really has been playing well the last couple months, so. They need to be. We know Giannis is going to do what he's going to do. Mm-hmm. The Bulls need to be able to just have smarter offense and figure out some way to get a rhythm. If they can get that, slow the game down. Because I feel like even when they go on fast breaks, they do stupid shit. Even we cut the lead down to 3 so many times in this game. 3-2. And then before you know it, they're going to 10-0 run. They need to find a way to just calm the waters down a little bit.
And also, I think an X factor that's like not really being talked about as much is Brook Lopez. Like he was clutch for
He
them
was
down the stretch.
dogging.
Those
He was
and
dogging.
ones.
Yeah.
Every time we made a run or thought we was gonna do something, he'll get a clutch and one that just destroys the momentum. You know what I mean? Like we get the lead down to 2, just that quick is back up to 5. We get the lead down to 3, it's up to 6 now because he's making plays. So I feel like that is what we're asking for Vooch to do.
Yeah.
Play to your fucking height. Like you're tall, bro. Like I don't know if anybody. I don't know if you know.
The rim is right there.
I said it all the time.
Yeah.
You turn around, the rim is literally right there. So the shit that Brook Lopez did tonight, he played 32 minutes, 18 and 5. He was 7 for 14. He was 1 for 5 from 3. Yeah. This is what I'm saying about Vooch. Why you took double that?
He shot how many threes did Vooch? Vooch shot 10 threes.
But this is what I'm saying. He should have shot 4 max. And you look at Brook Lopez, he shot 5 total.
23-point shot attempts between Zach and Vooch, and 4 were made.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. And DeMar didn't hit 1. This is what I'm saying. Like, bro, it's not this shit that we're talking about is not rocket science, bro. We have a big man who's very capable that didn't show up. It didn't show up. You know,
this is true.
You know,
and
like I said, man, it's game 1. I don't want to overreact.
Yeah, we don't want to overreact too much. One of my favorite Stephen A. things. I don't want to overreact too much, but I'm gonna overreact anyway. Billy Ice says Debo takes some dickhead shots, but the part that pisses me off is he sets up the dribble for 20 seconds off the shot clock. I need to see him come off the screen on some of the shots. I agree with that. I feel like that was part of me that, and he's mentioned this in interviews. I think DeMar knows about how bad he's been in the playoffs, and I really feel like in this game. And I could be wrong, but I feel like it felt like he was like, I'm finna beat these allegations. It's like he was trying to tell people he can have a good game in the playoffs so bad. Because I've never seen DeMar shoot like this all fucking year. He was on some, I know, RIP my nigga Kobe. He was on some 05 Kobe shit. I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all don't remember 04, 05, 06 Kobe. That nigga was playing go to hell ball.
Absolutely.
People don't talk about it because the Lakers won Game 7 of the finals. Kobe in 2010 in Game 7, he won like 6 for 24.
Nigga, Kobe in 98. Nigga, like fuck all that. We talking about
against Utah.
Cole was a motherfucker, man. Teddy said Vooch by all accounts should be a top 4 offensive center in the league, only behind Kat, Jokic, and Embiid. Yeah. When he plays soft, it pisses me off. You can be finesse and still not play so damn soft. We talked about this on many episodes. Vucevic, he plays like he doesn't realize that he's a fucking big man. Like, bro, this is not the era of the big man. This is not the the early to mid 2000s. You're one of like 4, like he just talked about, 4 or 5 total. Why are you not like? Why are those numbers not affecting the bottom line more? 24 and 17 from your big man. That usually means that you either won that game or like a game like this tonight that was close in the balance, 24 and 17. But this nigga want to go out there and think he paid Stojakovic. So this should be stuck with. This is what I'm saying. Like
he'll come up, he'll get a rebound, he'll pull up and shoot. And Billy says, I know this is Bulls post game, that Jazz game, and Gobert only getting 1 shot. Leave Utah coming.
Yeah, that was nasty. Listen,
I
want to talk about that real quick. Like you said, I know this is a Bulls post game, but I watched that Jazz game yesterday, and I want to say this. We can see how nasty it is in Utah with Rudy and Donovan.
Yeah.
Donovan didn't look his way at all.
Donovan is a go-to-hell merchant.
Rudy did more to try to let's be basketball about this shit. Let's leave the off-court shit off court. Donovan didn't even want to dap the nigga. He gave the nigga like the fingertips at the free throw line. Like somebody else was dapping him and he caught that's nasty.
That relationship is so broken now.
It's over with. Like you can see it.
And I don't think they were ever like the best of friends or nothing like that, but it's gone.
But at one point they were good enough to where you saw them playing and it looked like and I think more obviously Kobe and Shaq get a lot of it. I will never say they're underrated, but I think their on court shit being as solid as it was with the off court shit being rocky, that's underrated because it's like they didn't fuck with each other, but you look at players now that don't fuck with each other. That shit is detrimental. They didn't fuck with each other and it fueled them.
And these are 2 guys, Kobe and Shaq, who legit fought. Like these 2 had fist fights. But when they got on the court, There was
It's
no
about
issues when they got on the court.
Donovan is out of there, man.
And
I
I'm
feel
not
like
trying to
Donovan's out of there.
compare Kobe to because Donovan. Look, this thing about Donovan, man. Before we get back to the Bulls, because actually the same shit DeMar was doing. Go to hell ball, dog. Like it's just we saw go to hell ball can go right as we saw with Kyrie today, but go to hell ball can also like at the end of that game of Celtics Nets today, Kyrie cooking that last possession was some of the dumbest shit I've seen. He pulled up, wasted so much clock, took a super contested shot, missed it, then it had to kick it out to KD. KD had to force one up for 2 seconds just for him to give up the layup to Jason Tatum. That's what I'm talking about. Go to hell ball. It doesn't work all the time. You need offense. And we talk about Rudy Gobert. Yes, I would trade for a Rudy Gobert or a Jared Allen. Well, Jared Allen's not going anywhere, but a player like that type. Because you need that. Because Vooch is just,
Vooch is pussy. I'm gonna say it.
Vooch, he's pussy.
Vooch is pussy.
It is what it is. And it's
let's not even sugarcoat the shit no more. Playoffs is here.
Really. And this actually, I want to talk about this as we, get ready to wrap this up. Patrick Williams. I love Pat. We love Pat on this show.
Yeah.
I need more from you, boss. 3 shot attempts, my guy.
His confidence, you can see it. It's like on his face, you can see it. Like his confidence is not where like it needs to be. And again, for a player like him, he's still young, still injury ridden. I think him along with Zach, along with DeMar, a lot of the insecurities are playing out on the floor. Like you see Zach, he's in his own head. DeMar is trying to, just try to win the game. Stop trying to prove, people want like, no, this let's be in the moment. Like I feel like a lot of these players, like Zach, some of the threes he was taking, man, I was like, who the fuck told Zach that he was whack? Like who said that? He looked like he listened to every single comment that somebody makes about him, and he's not comfortable with his play. Like I don't know though. They got psyched out of their game.
I smelled the go to hell ball coming when he said in this weekend is in the media availability. Well, I didn't leave. I did this by myself. I got to the playoffs. Like, dog, this ain't about you. And this I'm glad you're in your first postseason. But cry me a fucking river, dog. This ain't about you, bro. Like, this is about the team. And I just kind of feel like there's a lot of individual agendas going on. You know what I'm saying? And there's a game on overreactions. They could win on Wednesday, and we sitting up here singing a different tune. But my thing about Pat is he has a lot of growth, but I don't think the Bulls can afford waiting for him to grow, which is why I treated the controversial take today. I would trade him this offseason. Honestly, I would package him. Boots, and Kobe. Get you a guy.
Yeah, I'm not like calling for Pat Williams to be traded, but if I woke up, in this summer and found out he was traded for like a much better, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't look at the front office and say, we could have.
Yeah, man. We're gonna wrap this up. I mean, we're gonna do another one of these after. We're gonna do this a whole series, by the way. Joe said DeMar said there's no way he shoots 625 again.
Yeah, he might shoot 6 for 28.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see about that now.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, man. Nobody said you couldn't shoot 4 for 26. So we'll see. What do you want to see from the Bulls heading the game too? Like, what do we need to see them?
Go to the fucking rim. Like I've been talking about this shit for how many episodes now, Scott? Like, go to the rim, dog. Yeah. Like, listen, we don't need to get there's no 7-point shot in the NBA. There's no 8-point shot in the NBA. If you can get like consistent offense, because we were getting consistent stops at one point, a couple times down the trip. It's just that we couldn't score either. So we would get stops, but then we couldn't score because we settling for jumpers, settling for threes instead of forcing the action going to the rim. That's all I really want. If you go to the rim, these referees, swallow their whistle, don't call it. Hey, fuck it. You on the road, But let me just see you doing that. So what I want to see in game 2, go to the rim. Let's actually run some offense. Like, let's actually run some offense. Fucking rebound. That's it. Just simple. Just like the simple things. Just simple things.
Yeah. And the rebounding was bad in this game and the Brooklyn-Boston game. Like Brooklyn was getting rebound on player. And that's the thing about the playoffs. It puts your weaknesses on big display. Mm-hmm. So if I'm Billy, there's no practice tomorrow. We sitting in here and we watching fucking film all fucking day.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like Patrick Ewing. Did they teach you that shot? Who taught you that shot?
That ass though.
What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
I want some actual offense run. The defense was bad, but overall, I didn't have too much of an issue with it. It really tightened up in the second half, and I do like how they responded. Because remember, the first quarter looked like it was going to be a bloodbath. We was down 16.
Yeah, and the Bucks got veteran players that no matter how good you play defense, they just know some vet moves and tactics to get beyond it. So I'm not really mad at it. I don't want this to come off like I'm like smoking the Bulls because they're like, but like no,
it's the
they
playoffs,
failed at the
man.
basics. Like they just failed at doing the basic shit, and they took a lot of terrible shots. That's all. We just really calling it like we see it. I don't expect them. I don't expect Boosh to be taking 10 threes next game. I expect Zach and DeMar to probably still take 10.
No, Zach and DeMar are gonna take these shots forever. It's just a
They're gonna
matter
take
of you just gotta hope them shits go in. You just gotta hope them shits go in. Yeah.
If Vooch is taking 10 threes the next game,
we got
count me out. Yeah, count me out of this.
I wish I could have heard the Stacey Adam Amin call because we're not in the market, so I had to listen to. I don't even know who the fuck did know who even called the game. I don't even fucking know. It was,
I was too busy.
Iron Eagle. Yeah. I was Iron Eagle. And Brent Hill.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So I didn't. I wanted to hear them. I'm pretty sure
that's
Stacey
a hard name too. That's so hard.
It is.
Iron Eagle.
I'm pretty sure Stacey's like, it's a simple game. It's a simple game. Stay your ass in the post, bro. Like, stay your ass in the post, man.
Yeah, when you're a talented team, the game is simple, and so when you complicate it, that's when the frustration comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we weren't talented, then I would be saying, "Oh, we need to do it." No, we just need to do simple things. Just settle down.
Simple games, man. They're gonna come out, hitting on all cylinders in game 2. So let's see if we can tie this up. Head to the crib on Wednesday, man. We'll be back on Wednesday night for our post game. To follow us on Twitter at @BarbChairScott, at Mariano. Of course, we'll be dropping the podcast. We'll go in more full detail. These are just initial, reactions. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody, I know my mentions are on fire. I called I called DeMar's full name and said he should be put on federal charges, which is true. So we'll holler at y'all in a couple days, man. We appreciate all y'all for tuning in, leaving comments, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back on Wednesday. We out.
Yes, sir.